Good morning vlog. It is October 9th. I am almost 4 weeks post-show. This is the first vlog I'm recording in the post-show reverse phase. I just have been needing a break, and also I still haven't uploaded my peak week vlogs or show day vlog, so I have that to work on. But I'll catch you guys up. We just got back from Chicago. We were there for a week, and we love it, but we are definitely really glad to be in our Phoenix home. It's just, I don't know, it's just so cozy, and we have our espresso machine that we absolutely love. We're such just coffee fanatics, and it's just so good when we make it at home. We've done quite a bit of traveling since I got off stage. We went to Vegas to do a photo shoot 2 weeks after the show, and we did a bunch of fun stuff while we were there, but I was 1000% on plan. I still have been on plan every single day, and because of that, my reverse has gone really well, to the point where I could get on stage if I wanted to next weekend, which I kind of want to, but there is a show, but it's not a reasonable one. Like, we would be insane to do it, but also we are insane. It's in Mexico City, and I'm like kind of toying with the idea because I look better now than I did 4 weeks ago, because I'm filled out, but I haven't put on any body fat really. Like, I'm fuller in the best way. At 111.4, that look is a better look than 109.4, and I'll insert photos. But we'd be totally insane to do that, because we made plans to go to California to see my family, and we made plans to go to Sonoma right after. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So gonna have a coffee right now out on the deck. It's beautiful. I'll show you in a second. The sunrise is gorgeous. And then my normal morning routine. So I'll take you through a full day of eating, but full disclaimer, it's not gonna be exciting because I'm literally doing the same exact things with very minor changes, because that's just what sets me up for success and what I like to do. Honestly, I can't stop eating my foods because I love them. But check out this sunrise. Hi, mamas. Meal one, surprise, is cream of rice, 40 grams. I did 13 grams of the protein powder and 2 grams of the cacao powder today, just because I wanted it extra chocolatey. And then I did salt, stevia, and on top is the almond butter and dark chocolate. 4 grams almond butter, 3 grams dark chocolate. This is gonna be pre-workout, so after this, gonna head on over to the gym and hit some glutes. All right, while I finish getting ready for the gym, let's do a little catch up on the changes since I got off stage. So Saturday night after the show, I did what I normally do, which is I went to a steakhouse and I centered my meal around protein, and I did not eat past the point of like fullness, and I don't introduce desserts or anything like that anymore. I used to, my first 2 post-show phases or post-show dinners, I would indulge quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty normal for competitors to do that and to want to just enjoy themselves, right? But I know that when I do that, my body hates me, right? So if I'm introducing foods, especially like high caloric, high fat, really processed foods, bye baby, that all I'm gonna do is feel like shit and crave more of it. And it's just gonna make it harder for me to adhere to my reverse. So since 2020, basically since last year, right? Since my third attempt at reversing and actually doing it successfully, I have been going about it that way. So because of that, I set myself up for success, and I did. And actually this is the most successful post-show phase I have ever had in my life. And yeah, literally the next day, I just got right back on plan. So I brought calories up. I've been coaching myself, by the way, through this post-show phase. And so I brought my calories up. The next day, Sunday, I was still tracking. I tracked everything. I ate my normal foods, which were foods that I honestly was craving anyway. I always say this because it's true. Your body craves what you give it, right? So if you're constantly giving it nutritious foods, that's what it's gonna ask you for. It takes time, right? It's not like I was always this way. I used to eat like an asshole. Like even pre-competition days is what I'm talking about. Like I used to work at KFC, Taco Bell, okay? KFC and Taco Bell in one. And I would fill up my plate with an obscene amount of food, like disgusting how much food I would eat during my break. Because that's just how I was, conditioned pre like health and nutrition and competition, even competition days, well before my competition days. I just, I ate very poorly. But this was like post high school, like I'm talking way back in the day. In college was when I decided to like completely turn around because I felt awful. Like obviously you eat awful food, you're gonna feel awful. And so anyway, it took me a long time to get to the place that I am today. So it doesn't happen overnight. The discipline that I have now, it has taken a decade, literally, for me to get to this point. And so anyway, Sunday went back on plan, brought calories up by just like 300. Nothing crazy because I wanted to stay nice and tight for my photo shoot 2 weeks later. And in general, I like to reverse slowly. Like I like my body to adapt slowly to the calorie bumps, and I like to let my metabolism catch up. And I like to also let my brain catch up to the fact that I am no longer teeny tiny and 107 pounds, right? Because that's the issue is like, yes, body dysmorphia, right? But I've discovered the more I do this, that it's the reason that we get dysmorphic is because a lot of it has to do with feeling. When you're at your most depleted, like for me, 107 pounds, I was freaking tiny. And so when you go from feeling like physically feeling super, super tiny in your clothes and in general to boom, 1 week later, you are 5 pounds up, and it's not a bad 5 pounds, right? Let's say you're filled out the way in a peak week situation. Let's say you're, no, I'm exaggerating, not 5 pounds. Let's say it's two pounds like it was for me. I filled out to 109, 109.4 on show day. So that is 2.4 pounds above what I was used to for weeks in a row. So yeah, it's gonna feel physically like I'm big, I'm bigger, because I'm literally bigger, not a bad bigger. But that's where the dysmorphia comes from, is the feeling of physically being bigger. And so now that I am stabilized in the 111s, 111.4 is what I weighed today. When you compare 107 to 111.4, the brain just perceives like I'm bigger. And so it doesn't, even though objectively, visually, we look better, we do. I do think that we all look better filled out. The brain's still like, I don't like this. And so that's another reason for slowly reversing out, is like trying to let your brain catch up And so now that my brain is caught up, you know, honestly, my brain caught up quite quickly. This is the best I've ever felt about my physique, honestly. Like, this is my favorite physique to date, like today's check-in. And I've been feeling that way, this reverse. And to be honest, I am very, very happy. Sunday, September 14th was the day after the show. I've been at 1,700 calories, like 1,650 to 1,700, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you gotta keep in mind, I only weigh 111 pounds. It's a lot of food when you're only weighing that much. That is 15 times my body weight, which is a really great place to be. We call that the metabolic factor. So the metabolic factor is essentially telling of where metabolism is. So if you are eating, honestly, anywhere above 14 times your body weight in calories and you're maintaining, that is excellent. Excellent position to be in this close after a show. So I always tell clients, like, the goal is to get you to that point where you're at minimum like 15 times your body weight is what you're maintaining at. And that's actually what I require for my clients to be ready for a dieting phase, and especially a contest prep. I will not put you through a contest prep unless your metabolic factor is at a minimum 14. But even then, like, I'd like to see actually 15. So anyway, that's where I'm at, and I've been holding calories there. We did the photo shoot. I was really happy with it. While I was in Vegas, my go-tos are sushi in general. Sushi, steakhouse, right? Because I can order sashimi, I can order really basic rolls when I go to sushi. And then at steakhouses, they have filet mignon, which is much leaner than any other steak. And you can ask for it without oil, without butter. And then most of them will do steamed vegetables for you if you want steamed vegetables, or next best thing is grilled. So that's what we did. It was so amazing, so fun. We went to this new to us, called Poppy Steak. And it was amazing because it was like club vibes at 6:30 p.m., which is so down our alley, like so up our alley, because we go to bed still early. We don't want to sacrifice our next day and our gym time and things like that, but we want the scene. Like, we both love the scene, and we got that at Poppy Steak. It was so amazing. 6:30 p.m., like bumping, loud music, amazing steak. That's our new favorite spot. But yeah, so came back from Vegas about the same weight, because I was on point and tracked everything and went with my go-tos that I know that work. I did have some drinks. I always go for like martinis. Well, it's not really martini because it's literally just shaken gin. Monkey 47 gin is amazing. So I'll just do that shaken, and so it's the minimal caloric intake, but also I love it, and just more bang for your buck and things like that. And then after that, still kept everything. Basic calories have been the same since the day after show. I have not brought them up because I want to make room for, like, when we go to Vegas or California next week, I want to make room for obviously those occasions where if I am going to be up a bit in calories, that's fine, because I'm going to level out. And yes, I know that I do still need to put on a little more body fat, but I will do so slowly, incrementally, and I'm going to do so in that way where I'm making room for these trips and things like that, and I'm still tracking literally everything, and I'm still not eating foods that make me feel like crap. So number one for me is like feeling really good. So it helps me stay away from the junky stuff that's gonna just be calorically really high to the point where it makes it obviously impossible to stay within my caloric goal, I always think about, how is this meal gonna make me feel after? Always. And the answer is always gonna be, it's gonna make me feel like shit, because I don't eat these foods. And even let's say I was used to it, it still makes me feel like crap. It still makes me feel heavy, groggy, bloated. But now even more so, right? But now, because I'm so used to eating the way I eat and lower fat and things like that, that the processed stuff will wreck me. It's not worth it. It's just not. Moral of the story is, calories have not changed. I'm still at about 1,700 calories. Cardio is at about 20 minutes every day. Training I've been pulling back a bit. Like yesterday and the day before, I took off from strength training because I was feeling run down. So I do listen to my body. And then today I'm gonna hit glutes, but I will listen to my body. If I'm still really taxed, I'm gonna just go moderate and just get a really good pump, mind muscle connection, things like that. But that's enough blabbering. Sweet potato is about to go into the air fryer. I do about 1 gram of oil. I just rub all the pieces together. And then I do the truffle salt on top. And they come out insane. These are the seasonings of choice for the venison. Typically I'll do paprika no matter what because it sears really well. And then I've been changing up the other seasoning that I add to it because now I have to be like picky about seasoning, sodium, things like that since I'm off season. This is my definition of flexibility, a little freedom. It is a relative thing, and for me, like different seasonings, oh, such a treat. Oh my gosh. All right, here is his meal. Burger bun is from the same bakery. He really loves them, and it's his first time trying an entire bun, so I know he's excited. And here is mine. Venison, sweet potato, portobello mushrooms. There's spinach underneath here, and some microgreens on top. So excited for this. The last meal of the day is gonna be the Ninja Creamy. The texture came out kind of meh tonight, but it's okay. The flavor is on point. I've actually been adding a little bit of maca powder to my creamy for hormone support. It's supposed to help with estrogen, which I need right now because of contest prep. You know, estrogen just tends to down-regulate, so I'm trying to get that back up so I can get my period back because I have lost it, but at least I lost it at the very tail end. So working on getting that back, experimenting with maca amongst other supplements. So we'll see. Okay. Good night, Sebs. Good night, Sebbies.